Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of September 13th. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
And Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give in to our obsessing. And today, we're obsessing about family imbalances in sympathy. I remember when my kids were little, and every little owie gets a kiss. Every little scrape gets some loving from mom. There's lots of sympathy for even things that really don't seem that serious. But still, this is what moms do. We give tons of sympathy. As our kids get older, maybe they're less interested in the sympathy, or maybe they still want it. But I feel that now with my kids as young adults and myself as, let's just say an AARP eligible individual, I am the one with the owies. And I get nothing. Maybe I get a little, you okay, Mom? But not, a little doting on. Hello? Mostly my son in particular. I have the normal age-related aches and pains. Plus, I have a bad shoulder that I think I injured in a fall a while ago. And so anytime I get up off of furniture, there's a certain amount of ow, 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 ow going on. And he's like, stop saying ow. Why are you saying ow? Why do you say ow all the time? What's the matter with you? Why do you say ow? And it's like, well, because it hurts. Give me a little pat on the head, maybe. A little pat on the shoulder. No, he punches me in the arm. So I feel like there's a lack of reciprocity in terms of the sympathy I give out, the loving, doting sympathy I give out, and the, sympathy that I receive in return. Right. Like, yeah, fine. Sorry it hurts. Can you take me somewhere? But it's like it was diagnosed a while back with macular degeneration, and for which I have shots in my eye, which is not really that big a deal. But still, if my children want to think it's a big deal, that'd be okay. And I just, because of that, my eyesight's a little wonky, and I've had to change to different glasses. And my daughter makes comments about how she doesn't like my glasses, and nobody seems to understand that. I would rather not drive any more than I have to because I don't see as well as I used to. I see okay, but still, it makes me nervous. A lot of things make me nervous these days. This is what happens to you when you get a certain age. You suddenly mistrust your ability to, walk. And I don't know. I feel like people could dote on me just a little bit more and, kiss my sore shoulder and rub it and not say, would you stop saying ow, but instead say, oh, poor mom. Right. That's all I want. A little, poor mom would be cool. Yeah. Because poor me, darn it, poor me. Yeah. Stuff hurts. Oh,
poor
dear.
Terry.
Poor me. Come on, bring it on. Listeners, right now I want you to look at your podcast device and say, oh, sorry about that, Terry. That sounds like that stinks. And I will go, it's okay. Well, I'm fine. Was that an animal fleeing the room at the sound of whining human? Okay, well, I don't blame you, critter of whatever kind you are. I am indeed whining, and I should shut up. Do you guys notice this? Do you feel like you give your kids sympathy? Do they feel like they get sympathy from you? And do you feel like you get sympathy to them? And has that balance changed over the years? Or am I just a crybaby? Possible I'm a crybaby. But also, ow! I'm just saying.
I think my kids would say that I am not sympathetic enough, so I probably don't deserve their their response. I will
you
never
still have a little time before your body rebels against you, Catherine. You may want to build up those relationships.
Right. Well, I will never live down, the ruptured appendix that happened on my house.
Oh, right.
Oh, dear. Well, that's true. I do have one of
that
those in the family,
you.
Too.
Yes. That still comes up from time to time.
Yeah.
So, that happened at age 6, let's just say. My kids are well past age 6 at this time.
Yes. Oh, my son, it was a ruptured ulcer, but I would have given him sympathy if he had told me it hurt before that.
Right.
I gave him plenty of sympathy afterwards, but yeah.
Yeah. I haven't, knock on wood, haven't had a lot of occasions to need their sympathy, I guess I would say. But, do you think, Terry, in your case, it's like that subconscious fear that, something's wrong with mom, or like, hey, mom's not invincible. So
right. I do think that that's part of it. And I understand that. And so I don't push it too much.
Right.
I am sympathetic to that.
Right.
See, there I am being
sympathetic too.
Yeah, so it's like I have to keep reassuring him, no, I'm fine. I can drive. I can do all these other things. But please feel sorry for me because I'm hurt and my eyes aren't so great. But no, it's fine. I can do whatever you need me to do. Yeah. But I don't know. Yes, so mixed signals I am perhaps giving out. Right. That is a good point.
I mean, that's not to say that it doesn't, feel bad for you to not be acknowledged in your suffering.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I don't want them to freak out.
Right.
But I do want them to stop saying, why are you saying ow all the time? Stop that.
Right.
It's like, because I'm 62 and that's what people who are 62 do.
Right. Exactly. I know, Nicole, you're with me on the, your kids don't think you're sympathetic.
Yeah, no, they don't tend to. I haven't set a good track record. I mean, I was, of course, when they were younger, it was the whole, the whole over the top kind of empathy, which came naturally. But as they've gotten older, I don't know if it's like maybe we just get immune to the little, what we perceive to be minor things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because, that's kind of where my kids are at with me. It's like, oh, mom, don't go to mom because I too became infamous for a situation in our family, a scenario in our family when my son came home and told me that he broke his wrist. And I said, it wasn't broken. It was strained. Just put some ice on it. And my husband was like, we need to go to the doctor. And of course it was broken. So, it's the infamous catchphrase here is put some ice on it.
Rub some
Don't
dirt
go to
on
mom.
it.
She'll
Shake
tell
it
you
off.
to put some ice on it.
Right.
Having a heart attack, she'll tell you to put some ice on it.
Your son felt compelled to become a doctor so that
I traumatized him so much. Tell me why you want to become a doctor. Well,
there's got to be better advice than put some ice on it. I need to learn what it is.
Exactly. So it's kind of like it's a running joke in our family. I mean, I'm trying to be more sympathetic and empathetic, but I just feel like I've kind of done my duty. How bad is that? And I think too, it just depends on how you're raised. Like my husband is a very sympathetic person when it comes to people feeling sick. Like he'll go over the top. Like if my daughter has a head cold, he'll go to the, CVS and get like 10 different medications and, he'll put a wet rag over her eyes. he'll
that cures a lot.
Yes. And he'll get the humidifier out and the Vicks vapor rub that she can put on. And like, he'll go all out. And he does that every time one of us is sick. So he just kind of makes up for me.
Yeah. He's setting
So does he get sympathy from the kids then?
No, neither of our kids just
I was going to say he's setting kind of a high bar there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, my son, obviously, because he wants to go into healthcare. But, yeah, no, my daughter she takes after me. She's just very kind of like, oh, you got a headache? Put some ice on it.
Right.
And then she doesn't, then she'll disappear for 10 hours. And yeah. So.
My husband's thing is putting heat on it, so we have sort of the same.
Yeah.
Any ache and pain. Put the heating pad on it.
Pad.
Yes.
It's like, I don't think it's a muscle pain. It doesn't matter. Put the heat on it.
Right.
It won't hurt.
Yeah.
It will distract you from whatever.
There you go.
It is.
It'll make you feel hot and uncomfortable, and then you will forget about the pain.
Right.
Yes. After you get a needle in your eye, do you put a heating
Put
pad?
some heat on it.
Actually, those like eye pillows that you can either warm up or cool down, those are those are nice.
That would be good.
Yeah.
I've like soaked a washcloth in cold water and put it over my eyes after the shots, and that feels real good. Yeah. But, he's also very, you should rest your eyes for the next 8 hours, which is probably true, but it's like, it's so boring.
Right.
To just, I can listen to podcasts, I listen to audiobooks without using my eyes, but after, a couple of hours, I'm like, I must look at something. I can't stand it. So, maybe that's why I'm still getting shots.
When my kid had a concussion and you can't do anything, no screens, but also no, music with lyrics or audio books and
oh gosh,
nothing. It's so hard. So
yeah.
Anyway, well, listeners,
I would be sympathetic with that.
If you have aches and pains, you can tell us about them, and we will tell you that we are sorry that you feel bad.
We will all commiserate with one another.
Since our children are not available for that. So, but that's it for today's round 4. Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundup of things we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page, or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.